I'm Andrew Thorburn. I'm the CEO of Bank of New Zealand.
So what is the Icehouse all about for Bank of New Zealand?
Well, the Icehouse is about growing capability of some very talented but disciplined entrepreneurs for New Zealand. And that's good for all of us.
What's the role of an entrepreneur in a country like New Zealand, do you think?
Well, I think it's very significant because we've got some wonderful natural potential. We're a small country, so individuals can make a difference. And I think because we're a long way away from world markets, you need a bit of savviness, you need to be clever, but you need to be disciplined, right? So you can't just have the first two. You can't have a vision and be very talented. You've got to have discipline. You've got to be able to raise money, and you've got to be able to put it to good use and know how to make money. And I think that's where Icehouse comes in, because they take people with talent and vision and they give them some skills to enable them to achieve their goals.
So we've got a big property and agriculture and horticultural background. How do you think we move into the new stage where it's marketing and technology based?
Well, that's a really good segment where we have got lots of talent and we've got a good record and we've got some wonderful resources. But I do think we're doing some wonderful things in the broad R&D space in agriculture in particular. But there's a lot of farmers who just don't have that governance and that discipline around cash flow and financial plans and marketing and brands to go from being, say, a $5 to $10 million business into something that could be 50 million. And they're out there. I think there's some raw ability, but I think the discipline is critical and the skills, particularly in segments like agri, where we've got a genuine competitive advantage in the world.
What do you think the future of New Zealand is on that front? What's one of our key pieces of competitive advantage that you'd like to see us exploit?
Well, I think we can rest on, first of all, you need a good platform. So you need good infrastructure, you need good governance, good regulation, and I think basically we're pretty sound there. It may not be the greatest in the world, but it's certainly not inadequate. But what we need is two key things. One is we need some natural potential that is genuinely a world-class advantage, and I think we have that. I think we have that in some of our resources, water, energy, food, and these things, when you deal with businesses in Asia, Australia, North America, this is definitely world-class. So we've got something there. Then we need the people. Right? Now, people is a function of, as I've been saying, vision, drive, energy. We need more of that, plus discipline and skills. So I think if we can combine those two things, the natural resources potential we have, with some very capable people who have harnessed and disciplined, that plus that equals, I think in 10 years we could be a very growth-orientated economy.
Is that 100% pure sustainability kind of angle, do you think, underpinning that brand that you're talking about with the natural resources?
I think that helps. I think we need to do more in that space around understanding the impact of carbon and climate change. I do think when I talk to businesses around the world about New Zealand, they're interested in New Zealand because we've got a positive brand, and I think this pure energy, green, hydro-based, we've got some good proof points. I think we have to be careful we don't over promote it because I think we need more than that, but I think it's a very positive image. And when you go and talk to businesses around the world who have got their minds chocker with stuff, you just need one little advantage to open the door, and that's an advantage we should keep.
What's a piece of advice you'd give to entrepreneurs who are trying to get to a high growth stage? You've mentioned governance and management, and I think it's well acknowledged early days for New Zealand on that front. What would be a piece of advice you'd give right now?
So having a vision and really having the drive and the courage and the resilience to keep on that vision, to hold it as a picture in your mind of what you could be. Secondly, to get governance and leadership skills so that you can take that business and go with it, and you can anticipate the waves of what you'll need ahead, and really planning and being prepared to spend the time and the money to invest in something which is going to create value down the track. And I think for themselves personally, they need to pace themselves, they need mentors, they need people who can give them good advice, so they can't do it on their own. If they're a lone ranger, eventually they're always going to not fulfill their potential. They might succeed, but they could have done better. So I think making sure they've got people around them who they trust and who are a good quality commercial and personal mentors.
Icehouse, 10 years so far, 10 more to go.
It's been a great decade. It's been wonderful, and at Bank of New Zealand, we are honoured to be part of it. I think it's been a wonderful success story for New Zealand, and for the bank to be involved from the start to now, it's great. And we see a lot of runway ahead for Icehouse and all it's doing. So looking forward to the future.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers, Andrew. Awesome. Great comments.
Great. Cheers.